Gon is a dark continent calamity, or at least, that's what this video is here to question. The dark continent is home to what are known as the Five Calamities, also called the Five Threats. Entities so dangerous that each one alone has the potential to drive humanity to extinction. These creatures do not naturally belong in the human world. Every single calamity entered our realm as a direct result of humanity daring to leave Lake Mobius and step foot on the dark continent. What makes the Five Calamities truly terrifying isn't just their power, but why they exist in our world at all. They are not native to the human realm. Every known calamity arrived here as punishment. Whenever humanity attempts to cross Lake Mobius and trespass onto the dark continent, something comes back with them. A curse, a consequence, a reminder that humans were never meant to go there. The calamities we know by name, I, Pap, Hellbell, Brian, and Zobai, are only the ones that were documented. That's the scary part. Humanity has launched far more expeditions than that, most of them erased from history. At minimum, we know of several undocumented voyages involving Isaac Netero and Gon Freecss himself, which means the number of calamities in the human world could easily exceed 5. And that brings us back to Gon. Unlike most humans, or even most magical beasts, Gon displays something eerily consistent with Dark Continent entities: near-limitless access to power when pushed to the extreme. His transformation during the Chimera Ant arc wasn't just impressive, it broke every established rule of Nen. No binding vow, no restriction, no known Nen condition should have allowed that level of output. What Gon achieved wasn't just rare, it was categorically abnormal. So either Gon briefly became the most powerful human to ever exist, or he was never entirely human to begin with. We've already seen precedent for this idea through Nanika. Nanika is later confirmed to be one of the Five Calamities. In the manga, Togashi makes this explicit, especially in the original Japanese text, where Nanika's speech pattern directly mirrors the name I. It isn't a quirk, it's a clue. Nanika isn't just connected to a calamity. Nanika is the calamity, and she exists inside a human vessel. That matters, because it proves two critical things. 1. Calamities can coexist with humans. 2. They can remain hidden, sometimes for generations. The Zoldyck family didn't choose this. They were cursed by it, likely as punishment for Zig Zoldyck's Dark Continent voyage with Netero. The guide does not allow humanity to trespass without consequence. So what if the same thing happened to the Freecss' lineage? Gon Freecss ventured into the Dark Continent centuries ago and never returned. Yet his writings did. That alone implies punishment. And if calamities are the price humanity pays for trespassing, then something had to follow. Which brings us to Pap. Pap is one of the least discussed calamities, yet possibly the most relevant here. It is described as a creature that offers pleasure in exchange for life. It keeps humans as pets, granting them the illusion of fulfillment while draining them completely. Now look at Gon after his transformation. His body withered. His life force was gone. He was left in a shriveled, corpse-like state, eerily similar to known victims of Pap shown later in the manga. But here's the unsettling part. Gon didn't perceive his condition as suffering. His final words weren't fear or pain. He said he felt fine. He said it didn't hurt. He even said it made him happy. That aligns disturbingly well with Pap's behavior. Pap doesn't simply consume. It convinces its victims that what's happening is what they want. So what if Gon didn't generate that power himself? What if Pap answered his desire? What if, in exchange for becoming its pet, Gon was granted the aura necessary to defeat Pitu, along with the false sense of peace that followed? That would explain why no human Nen exorcist could help him afterward. No human tool can undo a Dark Continent curse. Except another calamity, Nanika. When Killua asks Nanika to heal Gon, it works instantly. No cost, no backlash. Almost as if one calamity simply erased the influence of another. Because only a calamity can truly deal with a calamity. And importantly, we never actually see Pap directly, just like we never see I in its true form. Calamities don't always manifest physically. Some inhabit, some influence, some wait. Pap is classified as an A-level threat, higher than even Meruem and the Chimera Ants, who were only considered B-level. Pap also ranks exceptionally high in ferocity, implying aggression far beyond most calamities, which makes Gon's brutality toward Pitu unsettlingly appropriate. Now, to address the biggest counterpoint. Pap existed in the human world before Gon was born. But that doesn't disprove the theory. There is more than one I. There can be more than one Pap. Multiple expeditions mean multiple consequences. And Gon's origin remains suspiciously vague. He appears with Ging. No mother, no explanation. A lineage tied directly to Dark Continent exploration. A father obsessed with returning there. This doesn't prove Gon is a Calamity, but it does strongly suggest he's connected to one. Either Gon housed Pap, or Gon himself was the Calamity sent to punish the Freecss' bloodline. And if that's true, then his survival wasn't luck. It was balance being restored. So now I'll ask you, do you think Gon Freecss is a Dark Continent Calamity? Let me know in the comments.